Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make Play-Doh at home. I'm going to make big Play-Dohs like this one. So you can just make a little amount for yourself. You can ask your grown-ups to show you the recipe that the teachers included in their plannings. We are going to need salt, flour, water, and oil. You can count with me how many cups or how many spoons of the ingredients do we need. Remember, I'm making a big one, so we have to count the big numbers. Right, first we're going to start with the flour. I'm going to use this big measuring cup and count 5 with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see how I'm filling up the cup all the way to the top? Now we're going to need salt. I'm going to do 20 spoons of salt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we need some more. 11, 12, 13. I'm almost out. 14. I have more. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That was a lot of salt. Now we're going to need some oil. This is vegetable oil. You can use olive oil if you have, or sunflower oil, but not baby oil. We are going to fill this cup. This is 1/8 of a cup. You might not see it, but it's almost all the way to the top. Oil is yellow. Doesn't really have a smell. It kind of smells like vegetables. And water. I'm using clear water right now, but you can add some food coloring if you have at home. You can make green, orange, or if you have cocoa powder at home, or spices like paprika or coffee, then you can make your own food coloring. I'm going to add a little bit of water first, just to see how much I need. And I'm going to use this big spoon to stir my dough. Stir, stir, stir the dough. Na, 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 na. Stirring, 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 stirring until we get a nice Play-Doh. This is not Play-Doh yet. There's too much flour, there are some crumbs, but this is not what we are looking for, so we need more water. Just a little bit at a time. And then you stir it. Now it's coming together. I see bigger lumps and bigger crumbs, but it's still not what we are looking for. So you just keep stirring, or you can use your hands and just keep adding water. This is lukewarm water. You don't have to heat it up. This is super easy. Remember, if the water would be hot, you have to be extra careful. All right, so now it's kind of looking like a Play-Doh. I can mush it a little bit. I'm going to keep stirring with my spoon, and then I'm going to use my hands. I'm wearing gloves, so I'm not spreading germs. But when you're making at home, you don't have to use gloves. It's enough if you wash your hands with soap and water before you start making it. All right, now I'm going to use my hands a little bit, but I'm noticing that it's still not coming together, so I need to add more water. This would be a good time to add food coloring if you have any at home. If not, then you're going to get this Play-Doh. This is perfect. When I was making the green and the orange Play-Doh, I've put the food coloring into this water before I even started making it. So it colored it nice and even. Sometimes when you add food coloring into this dough, it gets a little patchy. Kind of looks like marble, which could be really cool. All right, now I'm getting nice Play-Doh consistency. I'm able to shape it and mush it together, but I still see lots of crumbs, lots of little pieces that doesn't want to stick. So I'm going to add just a little bit of water, not too much. Maybe a little more. All right, let's see. Coming together, and the water is nice and warm. This is getting pretty good. Now, if you want to continue kneading inside the bowl, you can do that. Or if you have a surface that your grown-ups allow you to put Play-Doh on, you can just flip it over like this and start kneading your dough. Knead your dough with your hands and the bottom of your hand. Just knead it. A little pressure. You have to put your body into it. You can even stand up and put more weight into it. And you have to use your muscles, your hand muscles, your arm muscles, your shoulder muscles, until you get a nice big Play-Doh. You see all these little crumbs on the table? As I'm kneading my Play-Doh, I'm picking it up like a stamp or a stamper. Picking up the little pieces. Nothing goes to waste. Just a little more. Maybe I should have added a little more water. I'm going to make a tiny little hole inside my dough and put a little bit more water in it. It's like a little lake, pond. And need some more. Now I'm making a mess, but when I'm done, I'm going to clean up. All right. Now it's a little too sticky. So you have to kind of try it out, see what's best. Sometimes you add more water, sometimes you add more flour, depending on how it feels. If it feels too sticky, if it feels a little wet, that means you need more flour. If it feels too floury, too dry, that means you might have to add more oil, or you might have to add more water, depending on how the dough feels. If it's super dry, you might need a little bit of oil. All right, I think this is good. Now you can just let it rest, wait for 5-10 minutes, and your Play-Doh is ready to play. Bye guys.